Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker. I would like to move that this House do now discuss the gravity of unemployment scenario in the state and the way to tackle it, sir.
Motion is moved. Now you may initiate the discussion.
Before taking forward the discussion on this motion, sir, I would like to place on record my sincere thanks to the football fan of Meghalaya, who we have seen in the last few days. They have come in large number to support the respective teams, and this will encourage many youngsters who have the talent to embark into the profession which they choose. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, unemployment among the youth of Meghalaya is a ticking time bomb. It is a pressing concern that needs to be addressed immediately. The government and all stakeholders need to collectively come together to fight the unemployment in our society. According to recent statistics, Meghalaya is one of the highest has the highest unemployment rate in India, with a considerable amount of youth population being unable to find employment. Every year, more than 50,000 youth join the job market. In our state, sir, the unemployment varies in different categories: educated unemployed youth, educated unemployable youth, skilled unemployed youth, unskilled youth, uneducated youth, economically weaker section youth. So, we have seen in the past few years that the successive government recognize the gravity of unemployment rate in the state. They have launched many schemes, interventions to help the youth of the state, but we have to do more. Unemployment in the state is attributed to various reasons. One, the growing dependency on getting a government job. Sir, government job is saturated with only few hundred posts happening every year. There is also a common misconception among the youth that the government job is only reserved for those having connections to the higher up. It is our job, it is the job of the government to clear this misconception. I'm very glad, sir, that in the recent recruitment in the health department, education department, and police department have more or less satisfied the aspirant. To clear the misconception of the youth that job is being get by only those who have connections, I think we should do away with personal interviews for grateful posts and choose steps like publishing answer key, mark obtained, and maybe videography of the exams and interview that conducted. This will promote the confidence of the youth in the system. The government should see that strict implementation of the Office Memorandum dated 5th July 2005, issued by Ministry of Personal Public Grievance and Pension, DOPT, reserved 44% for local tribe of Meghalaya in central government organization, for Group C and D in the state. Sir, there are 3,000 odd posts at stake in the EMRS in the state. The government should impress upon the Ministry of Tribal Affairs that recruitment in 38 EMRS should be done by the Meghalaya's Residential School Society as per reservation policy. The government also, sir, we have seen in the past Meghalaya Rural Bank, Cooperative Bank of the state, recruitment is done by the state, and many of our educated youth could get employment in those banks. But with the centralized recruitment, we have seen that many outside the state have occupied those posts, which proved difficult for the population due to the communication, language communication, extra. So I think the government should impress with the central government that recruitment for rural bank, state rural bank, and cooperative bank should be done as within the state as per reservation policy of the state. So, in the last 2-3 years, we have seen that even for the post in the Department of Post, many lower rank posts have been occupied by the people of outside the state, leaving the youth of the state unemployed, which is flawed according to the rules. I'm very glad that Department of Post have corrected this step where language and have residence is the major thing in the subsequent recruitment. And I see that because of the large number of people from outside coming to occupy these posts, and these posts are done only through mark sheet, the mark getting in the class 10. And when we have seen that all over the country, there is a perception, there is allocation also that many outside candidates fake mark sheet have been given, and this helped them to get the post. This allocation need to be proved. So I urge upon the government that mark sheet of all those candidates should be thoroughly checked so that they should not unnecessarily occupy the post which our youth could occupy. So, we know the possibility of providing common job is slim and impossible. So the government should look at other strength of the state to provide avenues to our youth. Our state is agrarian state where more than 60% of our population are farmers. But our farmers are frustrated because of the low yield of production, high cost of cultivation, lack of storage facilities, processing unit, and market facilities. The farmer also is being exploited by different middlemen, traders, different check gates, different local authorities. This makes farming an unattractive profession, leading to the urban migration, and this will add into the unemployment burden in the state. Yes, we know that the government have come up with many missions, organic mission, turmeric mission, lakadang mission, extra. But we need to do more, sir. Betel nut and broom cultivation are the mainstay of most of our farmers in the border areas of Bangladesh and Assam. But unprecedented crash in the price of those produce have left our farmer high and dry. This led to the family now having to look for another profession. This also will add to the unemployability in the state. The government and the stakeholders should address this issue at the earliest. The government should aggressively pursue with the government of India and the government of Bangladesh to set up more border huts in the border areas of Bangladesh and export point, so that this will become the center of economic activities and help uplift the living condition of farmer and add to the employability in that area, sir. Entrepreneurship and facilitation of both the micro and large sustainable industries, harnessing the local resources and material available from the state, should be promoted. In the recent years, many local entrepreneurs have set up a mineral water bottling plant and other processing or agriculture produce unit. With the help of Prime Meghalaya and other schemes, we have seen many youth are willing to venture, and this has greatly helped gain employability among the youth. The government should also encourage industries to invest in Meghalaya to diversify the economic base, and this will create job opportunities in various sectors. I congratulate our Chief Minister for being able to attract Varun Beverages in setting up of bottling plant in North Karo Hills. This will greatly help the local youth to get employment. Sir, but there's a caveat. In the initial stage, sir, as I said before, that many of local entrepreneurs are venturing into mineral bottling plant and so on and so forth. So I request the government should see that any product produced by the plant should be initial stage, should not be allowed to sell in the state, because if we allow, it will kill the whole processing unit or industry of the local population here, sir. The government also should ensure that every industry is applying up to set up in the state, that they should submit the manpower requirement, the qualification or skills, so that the government could send our youth for training. And this will ensure that by the time the factories or facilities start production, local skilled manpower is there to be employed there. Sir, tourism and hospitality industries in our state is a very, very important sector to help solve the unemployment to some extent. We are blessed, sir, with the living to have a state surrounded with the natural beauties. This sector provides economic boom, employment, and sustainable employment. But, sir, tourism to flourish, we need a peaceful environment. So-called NGO and all stakeholders should not unnecessarily harass genuine tourists. Good road connectivity is very, very important. The government should take the initiative to identify the tourist spot on the state and make the connectivity to these areas more accessible and properly maintained. The policy of the government should be tailor-made, taking into consideration the natural, cultural, food habit, and environment of the state, so that sustainable tourism is maintained. Sir, we have discussed in the question hours, zero hour notice. Sir, the burden of employment could be eased if the mining rules are relaxed as much as possible, sir. It cannot be denied the fact that after coal mining ban in 2014 and mineral ban in 2016 led to tens of thousands of people being directly or indirectly unemployed. With so many stringent regulations being imposed, it became very costly for the miners to follow. So this led the people to circumvent the law. So, sir, the time has come that the government should ease as much as possible the mining rules in the state. Sir, contract work also is a big source of self-employment. Contractors, both large and small, are one of the major job providers in the state. It is a well-known fact that many big projects are being implemented in the state, but not many are being executed by the local contractors. 80% of the contract works are being given to the contractor from outside the state, barring Dhar Construction and others who can compete with outside companies. So the government should formulate a plan that if the project is 1,000 crores, say, it may split into 50 crore or so. This will enable the local contractors to participate in this major project. Otherwise, it is very difficult. We know the investment comes, but the investment, all the profit goes to outside the state. So, to ease the unemployment in the state is through multi-pronged strategy by empowering the youth through psychological, educational, skilling, and economic empowerment. We as a society should instill in the mind of our children that all jobs or professions are important and to not only be dependent on government jobs. We are living in a global environment, not in isolation. Sir, many so-called leaders have misled the youth that reviewing of state reservation policy is a panacea to solve unemployment scenario in the state. This is totally wrong, sir, because we are fighting for the same number of posts. So, just now we reject the bill which want to divide more or Nyautrep or people of Meghalaya. So this is a very, very dangerous move, sir. Now, if we categorize into economic condition, now the time will come, sir. We have to categorize reservation because as per the ruling, there is also a clause for reservation into for a sub-tribe. I will ask reservation for War people. He will ask reservation for Maram people. He will ask for Lengam people, and it will never, never end. The Garos will ask for Atong, they will ask for Megam. This is a very, very dangerous. And from War people, if you get, I'll ask again, will surplus the economic, the haves and the have-not. So this is a very, very dangerous. We are still moving in how to win a policy. So, sir, let us move carefully. Sir, our youth should be encouraged to have a competitive mindset and ready to fight the global market. But it's sad, we are lacking now, sir. Let me mention, in police department, sir, after Kong Ida Shanongrang IPS, in 40 years to come, no local officer will reach the DGP post. Yes, we have DNS Marak IPS of 2008 batch, but it's not, if he will not reach that position. Yes, we have Ivan Martin Marbiang IPS, but he's Karnataka Kada. It is, we have to introspect, sir. Even in forest department, sir, after retirement of BK Langwa, sir, no local officer will reach the post of PCCF and HOF. This needs to be introspect, sir. Where the stakeholder we have to respect. Why? How? We need to instill the confidence in our children, in our youth, that the time has come that we should compete. If Ba Arvilangdo, late Arvilangdo, IS, those time, he qualified from general quota. And we have seen in Secretariat, many local officers, Ba WMS Pariat, Ba Kenjing, Ba Thank you, and so on and so forth. Why not now? So the time has come that the government, not only in civil service, but to set up a career training center for all the employment type of competitive exam in different districts. This will help our youth. So, educated unemployed youth should be reoriented their mindset according to job avenue prevailing in the job market. To tackle educated, unskilled, unemployable, a massive skilling program on a mission mode should be launched in line with the market. Education system should be reoriented to narrow the gap of disconnect between the education system and the need of the job market. Furthermore, sir, many jobs have been lost due to advent of technology. This changing nature of job market should be looked at as an opportunity to equip our youth technologically through training program, artificial intelligence, and skilling so that they will be able to swim the tide of technical advancement and automation. A collaboration between educational institution, employer, and policymaker is the need of the hour. The government should come up with a comprehensive strategy to support the development of a skilled and adaptive workforce. This will include investment in job training program, entrepreneurship, and policy to incentivize employer to hire and invest in young local talent. IT sector is a very large sector the government should stress so that it will open more job opportunity to our youth. Our education system, as I said, should be reoriented in such a way that it's market ready, and also the family and traditional skills should be promoted, encouraged, and reoriented as per demand of the market. It's not very easy to address the unemployment issue, as the challenge is complex, but a skilled and engaged workforce are invaluable for both the individual and the society. So to address unemployment issue, we need to work together as a society. Including the government, private sector, both organized and unorganized, and all stakeholders. As a government, we should emphasize in our youth the need for skill development. The government should embark a massive skilling program, as I said before. Private sector investing in Meghalaya should in advance specify the type of skills they require so that the youth could train themselves and employed in those avenues. By implementing these steps, the government of Meghalaya can empower its youth with opportunities, skills, and resources, enabling them to contribute to the state economic growth and development and realize the dream to make Meghalaya a $10 billion economy. Sir, as I said before, that we cannot deny the fact that government to help the people of the state, they have launched many missions. But learning from the past 10 years, we should reorient our mission in line with our strength and know our weakness so that it will be beneficial for the state economy. So, the consequence of having a significant unemployment are far-reaching. It will lead to social instability, economic constraint, sense of hopelessness, which can have a long-lasting impact in the mental and physical well-being of our young people. An unsecured and hopelessness youth will affect the socio-economic order and may bring instability in both the governance and society. I'm very much hopeful, sir, that with intervention of all stakeholders, we can make Meghalaya strong and economically vibrant state, where our young people will be full of opportunity and will be helpful so that they will know that their future is secure. A secure future for our youth is a secure Meghalaya. Before I answer, I just want to say, sir, let us change our loose canon slogan, Hari Lajong Katbaman, to Yari Lajong Penkiu Rasong. Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker.